Hello friends, I am Chevee. Welcome to my shed. How are you today? How's life in your world? How's things where you are? Hope everything is good and great and wonderful. I'm wearing a Scooby-Doo shirt and I look like Shaggy right now. I got 2 packages today, which is curious because I only ordered one thing. So I have a feeling that one of you went and purchased something off of my Amazon wish list after my talk on Friday. First of all, right off the bat, I just want to say thank you for the responses to Friday's message. I feel I always feel awkward asking or for your financial support or saying go buy me something or send me money. It always makes me feel really uncomfortable, and I also feel a little bit weird when I talk about it without asking. When I say thank you because you have supported me or whatever, that also to me feels like asking, and it's a very difficult thing for me to do. But ultimately on Friday, I felt okay about it. I think that whatever's been going on in my head over the past few years is I'm trying to learn to be a little bit more assertive and a little bit more, recognize the fact that people do appreciate me and be accepting, has made me a little less apprehensive about being forward and saying, hey, if you want to support me or if you want to help me, here's how you do it. And I didn't have any hold up in doing that. So thank you. And, right off the bat, thank you to Jonathan for supporting me. He went to Patreon and became a patron on Patreon, even though I have no offerings there whatsoever. I used to, when I first started it, I said I was going to do like a weekend vlog for patrons, like do a Sunday, and I did it a few times, but I got no response. And I would put up, at that point in time, I had maybe 15 or 20 patrons, and I would put up a vlog post and it would get 0 views. Nobody ever went there. So I just kind of stopped doing it and stopped offering anything. So there's absolutely nothing. You get nothing for joining my Patreon. I know lots of other creators give t-shirt, whatever. They give you physical things, or they do a podcast for you, or some sort of behind the scenes thing. Currently I have nothing because I don't really use the platform that way, and I don't have a large enough audience for it to matter. But Jonathan has been, a huge part of this show since before the beginning. I met Jonathan 5 years ago. We've been doing this for 4. I was going to Dice Tower Con. I needed a place to sleep. It was a last minute thing. He said, I have a floor. I said, perfect. I'm a Marine. I can sleep wherever my head lays. And ever since then, we've been friends, and he's been extremely supportive. I mean, if you saw the saw on Friday, his name is on the saw. He sent me lots of safety equipment to use in the shop. He sent me lots of tools to use in the shop. He's been a super supportive friend, and I've never said this, but, Jonathan is a big part of the reason that I've continued to do this. He's been really encouraging and really supportive, and it's people like him. There's others. I'm not going to mention people because I don't want to leave anybody out, but people like that that have been that supportive. And I don't necessarily mean financially. I just mean commenting on videos, sending me emails, text messages, just being a friend and also accepting and enjoying this part of my life. Jonathan's been a big part of that. So yeah. Anyway, let's start with the package I know that I ordered, and that's this one. This should be, theoretically, the gimbal that I ordered. So I ordered the Hohem, I think is how you pronounce it, or Hohem iSteady Pro 2. This is a handheld gimbal that gets really good reviews. I did quite a bit of research because I didn't want to buy junk. I'm buying a sub $100 gimbal, which means it's not going to be great. It's not going to be studio quality, but it's also for a GoPro. So it doesn't need to be super special. It doesn't need to support the weight of a large camera or anything like that. It just needs to be, oh, that's nice. It just needs to work. So nice little case. And inside we have a gimbal. And that's it. No, we have little tripod base. This hopefully, I should say, will be able to replace the little handle that I have on the GoPro right now. I do use this in tripod mode, but this will be much easier because I can hold this and still set it down, whereas with this one, if I want to hold it like this and set it down, I either have to fold it to hold it or open it up or hold one of the legs, and then it tends to like flop around. So the idea is gimbal, or the GoPro goes on here, it kind of clamps in, and then once it's calibrated, I can turn it on and it'll hold this level, and no matter how I move, the GoPro will stay steady. That's the point. So hopefully this works well, and again, just saying it for you, thank you. It's, you know, people like you who watch these videos are what allowed me to purchase this, which means that, you know, hopefully going forward, we will be able to make more shop videos because I'll have a cameraman or a camera woman. M said she would do it, so we might test it today. I've been working on a headboard project. So the iSteady Pro 2, this is what I came up with when I did all my research, and I'll do an actual review at some point later after I've used the tool. So let's see what's in this box, because I have a feeling that it's from one of you. Maybe. Oh, I see a gift receipt. So yes, it's from somebody. And this comes from... It doesn't say. Whoever ordered this for me did not leave a note, but this is a book I've been wanting for a while. This is Daniel H. Pink's Drive, and this is a book that is supposed to be about what motivates people, how to... It's not necessarily a self-help book, but the book dives into what drives people, not necessarily money, but what is the... what is the reward mechanism that really pushes us to do things? So I've been wanting to read this for a while. I heard it's a really, really good book. So even though I didn't get a note, whoever sent this to me, thank you very much for the book. I will definitely do a review of it after I've read it. And you know what? I haven't been reading at all. Like I normally read a couple of books a month. Sometimes I read 6 books a month. Sometimes I read 1. I'm always reading. But through this whole quarantine thing, I haven't been doing art and I haven't been reading because I've just had so much other stuff to do. There's so many other quality distractions around me that by the end of the workday, I'm not burned out. I don't need to just unwind and read a book. I can just come home and do other stuff. So I haven't been reading very much, but the last 2 weeks, I showed you those programming books. I have been reading those, and they've been really good, and I've been really putting a lot of energy into this little game that I'm trying to develop. So hopefully, this is kind of along the same vein of sort of personal or professional development. Hopefully, I can find the desire to read this soon. And from what I understand, it's a very, not necessarily easy to read book, but it's one of those books that kind of grips you when you go. So we'll see, and I'll review it once it's all said and done. So thank you for whoever sent this. Thank you everybody who's responded to me. I mean, I can say thank you every single day, and that just kind of wears it out. But the truth is, I mean it every single day because I still this diary has been so rewarding in so many ways. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for being here as always. Thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, being amazing friends and wonderful people. I really appreciate you, and I will see you tomorrow. Today's word you should know is avarice. It is a noun meaning the insatiable desire to have a lot of money and greed. What you call avarice, Mary said, I just call getting my share. Avarice, A-V-A-R-I-C-E.